Hey, this is a review person, and I'm about to be talking about a topic that might be kind of uncomfortable for certain people, but I definitely think this is a topic that should be addressed. I'm going to be talking about the casting of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Firstly, I have to say that Avatar: The Last Airbender becoming a live action movie was already upsetting for me. I was a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender since episode one when they premiered it. I did not like the ending, but that's a whole nother video. I think what they're doing is wrong. Honestly, they should rethink the casting. Definitely, what they did with the whole what some people call whitewash. I kind of think that's what they're doing. Is or other people call it race bending. And that's cute. I really like the whole race bending. That's cute. But I actually have to say that I agree. Maybe if they did a like each nation was a different race, I think I would be okay with that. Maybe the air nation could be white. The water nation could be black. The fire nation could be Asian, and the earth nation could be Latino. And I'm just throwing stuff out there. And I think maybe that would have been okay, cause try to show like, oh, the nations, cause at the end they all get together, they all become good and kind hearted. I think they would have been beautiful. But what they do, and like the girl who's played Katara, no, she doesn't look anything like Katara. When I say anything like Katara, I mean anything like Katara. And some people are like, well, it shouldn't matter and all this other stuff. I have to say, obviously it does because they didn't pick anyone who does look like Katara. They didn't pick anyone who was remotely a little bit like Katara, and they pretty much just chose everyone who's white. And some people are like, well, he said that he wanted to open up the casting call to everybody. Okay, if that's the case, you should have a more diverse cast. So, oh, whoever got the best. Oh, so it just happened everybody who was white was better. Are you serious? Like I do not believe that, and I refuse to believe it. I also have to say that I think that anyone who may not even like Avatar should definitely support this because think about it. Let's think of how about Twilight? I know a lot of people already know my feelings with Twilight, but I'm gonna use that as an example. Twilight. If they had said that the person who was playing Bella was not of, Caucasian descent, then people would have been like, "Oh my god, no, no, no!" Like they cast someone like I don't know, Z Zhang or something. Like I think she's beautiful. She's a talented actress. She could definitely played Bella, definitely. But since she's not, what Bella looks like, people would have been upset. Or she's not Caucasian like Bella is. Or if they had someone like Corbin Blue play Edward, it's kind of like that, and you'll be upset by that. And honestly, I would probably be upset by that. Like, wow, they just pretty much changed the cast. Okay, so I feel as if Hollywood does not want to do that with all these other books turns movies or TV shows turn movies, that you should do that with this show turned into a movie. You should not be so disrespectful to all these people who love Avatar, who support Avatar, who loves its diverse setting, who loves its plot. Like you should not be that insulting to us. This arrogance is just so horrible. I'm in, school trying to do animation. I wrote my own TV show. And if they did something like this to my show, I think I would really have to say something. It would be out of respect for all my fans to say something. I understand some people are like, oh, I don't think the cast people, like the creators, will say anything because of the fact that will ruin their chances ever doing another show. Understandable, very understandable. You know, you have to get paid, you have to live, and that's very understandable. But I don't think that people get that mad at them for saying somebody that's like totally like really really truly has a lot of support going on. I don't think people will get mad at them for that. Since it's not like, oh, they're the person who started it. They're kind of just like, understand where they're coming from. At least if they can just say that, I understand what they're saying. And when some people are like, well, they never said their race. Okay, they never did say their race. They never did. They did. We just knew it was a lot of. The creator said that it was a lot of Asian influential like things going for their show. And okay, in my show, it's a lot of, because I love anime. That took a lot of what my show was about. But my characters, all my characters are not Asian. I do have some Asian characters who are actually main characters, but they all are not that. Okay, understandable. But you can clearly see in Avatar that I can name two people clearly: Katara and Sokka. They were not white. And some people are like, well, their voiceovers are white. Okay, that's different, because if you watch Family Guy, the black guy in Family Guy, I can't remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember his name. But if you watch Family Guy, you know the black guy I'm talking about, Peter's best friend. Um, he is played by a white guy. Okay, and this new movie coming out from, I believe, it's not Pixar, but it's one of those like cartoon places. The main character is a white guy. He's being played by Dwayne. What's his name? The Rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I think that's his last name. But anyways, The Rock. Everybody knows who that is. The Rock is playing his voiceover. So it's like voiceovers are kind of different. It's like if you can, sound like it or anything like that and bring the best out in the character, then okay, whatever. But actually playing them and actually looking like them is a totally different thing. And in all honesty, I think they're ruining it. I really do. And I think that anybody out there, regardless of you liked Avatar, you hated the ending or anything like that, shouldn't see this movie. And if you don't see this movie, if everybody comes together and does not see this movie, we could definitely show Hollywood that we're not going to stand for it. That we're not going to just allow you to do things like this. And maybe, another movie that wants to come out, or another expiring animator or whatever, could see that, it's okay to stand up to this types of things. It's totally okay. So I'm hoping that someone does this. I'm hoping that the creators do come out and say they don't think it's right, because I understand as a fellow, animator and also writer, I understand that they really have no say in casting. Like, I could honestly say that they probably have no say whatsoever. Like, they might keep them updated, like, oh, we have so and so playing this. I mean, they might say, oh, I already like him. They're like, well, we think he's best, like, because I've actually had to deal with that in class before, where a creator came in, because I had to do a casting call for one of the animators, and one of the person who wrote the actual story told me, I don't like this person for the casting, but for the role, but I'm the casting director, and my say is the last say, besides the actual director of everything. So it really didn't matter what the writer said, because we already, pretty much, we had to do like a real life thing, and we paid for the movie, so it's ours right now. You're gonna get your money, but it's ours. We're gonna do what we want to do with it. That's why I wish that they really, talked to, M. Night Shyamalan and made sure he knew that they didn't want this, because you can't put that probably in the contract. Like, we have to have some type of say, like, not the whole like, oh, I'm gonna do the casting director's job, but don't ruin what we've created, because this was on for like 3 years, 3 seasons. That's over hundreds of episodes. Don't do this to my fan base, because they're not gonna like it and they're not gonna pay. And I'm not paying. I don't care if it's $1. I'm not paying. You're not gonna get a cent from me. You're not gonna get a penny from me for this movie. And that's about to go to 10 minutes. So really, that's all I have to say. Please, review this. Add a video. Tell me what you think about this topic, or what you feel should be done. Thanks.